I used to see a lot of people traveling on Instagram, at least before this whole, global pandemic thing, where they would post their fancy travel life on Instagram or YouTube. It would be a popular influencer or just like a random friend who added you on Facebook because you guys were in the same homeroom 15 years ago in junior high, and he sat next to you but never even said a single word. Yeah, that friend. Everyone likes to flex their travel. It's like a subtle flex. They're like, hey, look at me, I'm somewhere awesome. And you're not, so sorry. I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, showing off your travels. I mean, we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of it. Everybody wants a hit of that dopamine when they post on their Insta feed. But it sucks when they post on their stories every single minute and post on their feed every single day of their travels. And you're like, bruh, why are you so cool? You wish you could be as cool as them. Like Jabigail Jones, living the life, that travel life. Always traveling. I wish I could be as cool as her. But instead, I'm stuck here at my 9-to-5 job, living my normal, sad life. Living that sad boy for life. She's literally like traveling all the time, like every day. Does she even go to work? Is she even a human being? Like, how is this real? These are the questions and insecurities that I have faced, and maybe so have you. But the harsh realities is that, social media often distorts the reality of travel, and that it's really not as great as it seems. When it comes to traveling, especially traveling abroad, you really have to have an itinerary. You have to plan it in advance. If you try to wing it, you're gonna spend your whole day in a hotel figuring out what to do, and by the time you figure it out, it's time to go to sleep again. Or you're just gonna end up arguing with your friends, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your sibling, your dog, your cat, your next door neighbor that you didn't even know followed you across the country on what to do, and you're about to get into a super smash brawl with each other and rip each other's heads off, and then by the end of the day, you wasted your precious time, your precious life, and your precious hard-earned stacks on stacks. And that's just sad. So planning beforehand is vital, but planning itself is pretty tiring, especially when you're trying to fit a budget or you're just trying to meet the needs of everyone in your whole party, whoever you're going with. I'm telling you guys, it's not a simple walk in the park, fam. And don't get me started with flying. Flying sucks. For some reason, I always see people or my friends or people I follow on Instagram, they're always posting about when they're flying on a plane. And they're like, hey look, I'm flying again and again and again. Hashtag, I'm a flying boy. Hashtag, flying for days. Hashtag, flying is life. Hashtag, I mutated into an airplane and I'm flying in the air and you're not. Ha 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 ha. So you're on a plane and you're basically in a giant cylinder toilet, flying over 500 miles an hour in the air, filled with tons of nasty strangers, babies that won't stop pooping, babies that won't stop crying, and babies that won't stop pooping and crying at the same time. Anyways, you're flying coach, for goodness sake. There's nothing to brag about. Like, by the end of the flight, your legs are literally just gone. They're just cut in half because of the loss of blood flow for being so cramped up for over 20 hours. And don't get me started with the food. You can get a 7-Eleven hot dog and it'll taste more like food than the food you get on an airplane. And don't mix business with pleasure. Make sure everyone in your party knows why you're here on this vacation. Is it to relax and chill out? Or is it to capture content for your Instagram post for the next 30 days? Or is it to create some cinematic, cheesy B-roll travel film for your YouTube inspiration? Just make sure everyone's on the same page, or you're gonna run into some problems, mate. So don't expect your girlfriend to want to wake up at 5 a.m. to go capture that sunrise over that blue ass water. Like, don't tell your 80-year-old grandma to run up the mountain slow motion for you. Like, don't be the guy that takes out his 100-pound cinematic robust tripod, external microphone, LED lights, 3-axis gimbal, and just crawling on the ground to get that fire shot, bro. If your purpose was to come here to relax with your friends and hang out, and that's what they wanted to, then do that. If your whole purpose was to come here and relax with your friends, then your friends would hate you and they will banish you to the shadow realm. So don't do that. Your spouse will hate you, friends will hate you, your girlfriend will hate you, and your grandma will disown you. So don't be that guy. But of course, if the whole point of this trip was to capture some blue-ass water, then by all means. Honestly, I don't even know what's the point of this video. I'm just tired of people bragging about their travels. Traveling is fun, yes, but don't brag about things that aren't even inherently fun. You don't need to brag about flying in a giant cylinder toilet for 20 hours, sitting next to crying, pooping babies. You don't have to rub it in everybody's faces. Just enjoy your trip. You don't need to show off every single dim lit photo of your exotic food that probably looks like crap because you took it with your old iPhone 6s Plus XS X Max Plus Maximum Prime Minister. What? No, just eat your dang food, Sally McSallerson. Come on, eat it. Eat the dang chicken. It's still alive. Its head is still there. Eat it. Well guys, that's the end of my rant, and I just want to say happy travels and stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you next time where I go on a plane and I pee and poop on all the babies so they get a taste of their own medicine. Peace.